Hello all. So what do you guys think about the lying that's going on in politics here in the US and other countries, such as the UK? Almost every country, almost every leader lies about damn near everything. Every time they open their mouth comes out a lie. Why is it that humans keep voting for liars? I'm kind of curious why people would still like this president in the White House of the US, the Orange Man. Why are there still over 30% that still think he's great? Do they also lie regularly? Is there that big a percentage of population that just uses lying pretty much every time they open their mouth?
Who would never vote for him because they were too stupid. And yet, I continue to work for him. Mr. Trump is a cheat. As previously stated, I am giving to the committee today 3 years of Mr. Trump's personal financial statements from 2011, 2012, and 2013, which he gave to Deutsche Bank to inquire about a loan to buy the Buffalo Bills and to Forbes. These are exhibits 1A, 1B, and 1C to my testimony. It was my experience that Mr. Trump inflated his total assets when it served his purposes, such as trying to be listed amongst the wealthiest people in Forbes, and deflated his assets to reduce his real estate taxes.
Because they feel as if they have to lie to pump their ego up? Is that what that is all about? Now, 1,000 years ago, lying would have been used in cases where food wasn't available for everyone. And so you may come back and lie about where the food direction is while your small group goes and gets the food while the other group dies. So lying did have a purpose. But does lying have a purpose in politics? Do you feel that your country is being truthful to you?
I'm sharing with you 2 newspaper articles, side by side, that are examples of Mr. Trump inflating and deflating his assets, as I said, to suit his financial interests. These are exhibit 2 to my testimony. As I noted, I'm giving the committee today an article he wrote on and sent to me that reported on an auction of a portrait of Mr. Trump. This is exhibit 3A to my testimony. Mr. Trump directed me to find a straw bidder to purchase a portrait of him that was being auctioned off at an Art Hamptons event. The objective was to ensure that this portrait, which was going to be auctioned last, would go for the highest price of any portrait that afternoon.
I really liked the US for one reason, is because they put things on television for the people to make up their own minds about, such as the Cohen hearings that we're watching now. This you wouldn't see in too many countries, just a few. That's one of the excellent things about this country, is that once in a while we do get to see the truth, though it takes years of work to get there, and so much leaking and so many people going to jail just to get the truth, you know? And you think, how, you think, how somebody at the back door. It's a short video. I'm just so irritated that so many people will continue to back liars, cheats, thugs, and gangsters that we now have pretty much in office here in the US, the UK, and other countries. It's not just the US.
I will make sure that you and I meet one day while we're in the courthouse, and I will take you for every penny you still don't have, and I will come after your Daily Beast and everybody else that you possibly know. So I'm warning you, tread very effing lightly, because what I'm going to do to you is going to be effing disgusting. You understand me? Mr. Cohen, who said that?
I did.
And did you say that, Mr. Cohen, in your testimony on page 2, said you did things for Mr. Trump in an effort to protect him? Was that statement that I just read that you admitted to saying, did you do that to protect Donald Trump.
I did it to protect Mr. Trump, Donald Trump Jr., Ivanka Trump, and Eric Trump.
The people don't pay attention to voting. They don't pay attention to detail. They couldn't care less who they vote for. They get a little card in the mail that tells them who to vote for. They put that card by the door and they forget all about it. And then they go to the voting booth with that little card that tells them who to vote for instead of doing their homework. You know, the longest lasting civilization on the planet are kings. If you have a king in office, those civilizations will outlast democracies 10 to 1. Democracies hardly last more than maybe 100 years to 200 years, and then they start becoming infiltrated with gangsters and muggers and thugs and thieves who's after your money. But yet, because of not paying attention to voting, you vote for them over and over and over and over and expect a different outcome each time. I appreciate all the ups and downs and the new subscribers. I'm going to try and listen to this as long as I can. The stomach can only take so much.
I will make sure that you and I meet one day while we're in the courthouse, and I will take you for every penny you still don't have, and I will come after your daily beast and everybody else that you after your daily beast and everybody else. I'm sure that you and I meet one day while we're in the courthouse, and I will take what I'm going to do to you and that still don't have. What I'm going to do to you will be effing disgusting. Mr. Cohen said that. You did thing. Mr. Cohen said that. You say that, Mr. Cohen. That statement that I just read, Mr. Cohen saying that you got to say Donald Trump. That you did things. That statement that I just read, Donald Trump. That statement that I just read, saying